On this, I sent an email, and I asked him to just share with us maybe some thoughts and reflect on 20 years, in some cases, it usually it's about 25 years of being the instructor at your particular school. And when you think about it, you start doing the math, you start looking at the number of years, the number of cadets, 150, a couple hundred cadets, the number of lives that they've touched. And I remember one thing the senior chief Paul told me when I first got there, it's a call, it's not a job, it's a call, it really is. That's come to me to experience that. You think about the experiences, cadets, all the trips you've been on, Washington, D.C., Naval Academy, Pensacola, New Orleans, several more. I'm sure a lot of you have done some of those trips. You think about all the competitions, teaching how to compete, doing your best, and pursuing excellence. And you think about just the hours on the weekends and all the time that they put into this. And certainly I think it's appropriate that we recognize them. This will be at least their last fall in the official capacity of NSI or SNSI. And in most cases, we've probably been to just about everyone. So we certainly invite them back, but we certainly want to, I think the best compliment maybe you can pay them is first to say thank you, and secondly is to take advantage of all the wisdom and the mentoring and instruction you've been given, because the whole point is to make you successful cadets. That's what this is all about. So I asked them to just reflect upon it and any parting bits of wisdom. And so I'm going to call each one up individually in just a minute. And I'll open the floor for just a few comments for each one. If you got something you'd like to say to each of them at that point in time. So I'd like to ask Commander Washington if you come up, please. Commander Washington was, even before he came to the CAF, he was at Douglas High School, right? Douglas High School. Before that, Greenville, in South Carolina. So he's been doing this for a while. And we're going to present this plaque basically July 2011 to June 2019. Just some short, simple remarks from the heart. Okay. All right.
They're like me, they don't say much. Hey, thank you very much. My points are going to be very short, but we talk about when you get ready for annual inspection, you talk about goal setting and achievement. Setting your goals is the first thing you got to do, and it's not too early to set a goal. One of the goals I set for myself when I was in the 8th grade is that I wanted to be a naval officer. So I did that. I prepared myself, went through college, the Navy ROTC, and did 20 years of service in the military. So living a dream. If I had to do it all over again, after retiring, I'd come back into junior ROTC. Thank you very much. My only other 2 points I leave you with are my 2 S words. One of them is service, the other is sacrifice. So, somewhere along the way, we haven't learned to sacrifice our cell phones long enough to do our homework, so let's make sure we're doing that. I will tell you one other thing about sacrifice. One other thing about sacrifice, you'll never rise to a level above that which you're willing to sacrifice. The other thing is service. And the only thing I'll tell you about service is this for tonight, is that the path to true greatness is how much you're willing to serve somebody other than yourself. Thank you very much.
Elijah for great words of wisdom, and hope that we can all take advantage of that, even this one. That's Chief Ferguson. July 1998 to June 2019. Okay, everybody want to get to dance, right? That's right.
I'm going to say something. The microphone.
Estamos caminando.
I wanted to come up here for Commander too, but you know, I was kind of not paying attention. But Commander and Master Chief, y'all both have been such an inspiration for me. Y'all kind of helped set my head on straight. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And of course I wanted to do mechanical engineering, and you told me the Marine Corps didn't have it. So you set my mind on the Navy. And Commander, you helped me become a better leader. And I wish the best for both of y'all. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Cadet Thanks from Southwest Cab. I've been in the Master Chief's class for about 2 years. And I appreciate all that he's done for me. He's like my grandfather that I never had. Master Chief has done a lot for me and has helped me become the person that I am today. He's taught me a lot and guided me in the right direction, and I appreciate all he's done for us, not just me, but Southwest Cab.
Hello, I'm Cadet Singleton. This is my first year at ROTC, and he really took me under his wing, and he taught me a lot, and he helped me be a great cadet. Thank you.
I'll say that, dog. I think you talked the first semester.
Hi, I'm Cadet Carol. This is my second year in Navy ROTC. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Master Chief. I wish he would leave when I graduate, but yes, we have to do. I want to thank him for all the leadership positions that he has put me in, and the leadership positions that I want to be. Yes, after you leave. Anyways, I just want to thank him for everything that he's done for ROTC as a whole, and me as a cadet personally. And I just want to let him know that I'm not really small. I've nothing to worry about, but we're going to be okay.
Thank you.
I didn't take these cleaner tags just to stand up here and eat and go home. So I got a few words I'd like to say. I want to thank Colonel, first of all, for the opportunity to say a few words. Druid Hills High School for hosting this event, thinking about us through this occasion of my retirement from DeKalb County and Southwest Cab, the only school I've ever worked at. To my colleague, Commander Washington, I wish you health and
God's blessings in your retirement also. Master Sergeant McNeil, hang in there. All right, your time is coming. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having my back for the last 15 to 16 years. Been a great team over at Southwest. Senior Chief Potter, Senior Chief Gillum, 21 years of member. Shipmate. We always wanted to win, and in doing that, we made each other better. Good health, God blessings to you also. As I let this occasion of my life sink in, I would describe it in 20-year chunks. They always tell us to chunk in the classroom, okay? First 20 years was growing up in Buffalo, New York. The second 20 years was serving in the Navy. The third 20 years was at Southwest DeKalb. The next 20 years, God willing, I'm gonna do what I choose to do in retirement. First, I'm gonna try and lose the 20 pounds out of that, okay? What words of encouragement do I have for my young people? First, I would like to, I can't give a toast yet, it's not within the rules, all right? I would like to say well done to my Southwest DeKalb family that are here this evening. My final graduation class, my air rifle team, all my silver cords, future SWD alumni, as we like to say, we are blue and gold for life, and I've been blue and gold for 40 years, but those are Navy colors also. Okay, here are the two words I would like to leave with you. They are your passion and your craft. Your passion and your craft. Find your craft, what you are good at, and become passionate about it, okay? My 20 years as an ROTC instructor was a new craft for me, but I became passionate about it. So in 20 years, 11 distinguished units, 8 unit achievement awards, and I don't know what we're gonna get this year, but I'm expecting another one, but I became passionate about what I did. DeKalb County, okay? Seems like here recently I've been passionate about ROTC in DeKalb County. And some of the things we would not have been able to do without the Colonel and Senior Chief and the Senior Chief there. But more importantly, Dr. Watkins, that is a real advocate and a friend of ROTC within DeKalb County. And I know a whole lot of school districts wish they could have them in charge of their ROTC program. And if you would, give them a big hand today. Again, young people, find your craft, become passionate about it, be good, find something to just really be good at it and give it your effort. And believe me, at the end of the day or at the end of your career, you will be as successful as some of the instructors you see that have led you. I will miss it dearly in June when I retire, but no, I will take on this next 20 years just like the previous, with the same passion for life. Just my new craft will now be retirement. And that lake that I live on and all the fish that I'm gonna pull out of it, starting at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, again, thank you for this opportunity to speak. Have a great evening, and again, God bless.
all know that he started at Lithonia and he's finishing up at Columbia. What can I say? He's just a winner wherever he goes. That's the best summation I can think of. Okay, 23, August 1996 to June 2018.
Who's going? Are y'all gonna go with him? She left home?
I've only known CNC for 3 years, but I feel like I've known him for the past 6 years I've been living on this earth. CNC has taught me so much, and he has inspired me. Oh, y'all hear me now? All right. CNC has inspired me to be the best I can be, and I want him to go on and do whatever he does. CNC, even though he's leaving, I feel like he's left a standing impression on us. We're gonna keep that in our memories and make sure that we don't let him down.
The scene chief has been with me my whole 4 years of high school. And I went into his office the other day and I said, scene chief, I need a scholarship to Alabama State. He said, well, that's no problem. I know the dean down there. So he called the dean and the dean said, I can give her a scholarship, a textbook, whatever she needs. And I just thank scene chief for all he has done in my life. And I pray that you have. Bittersweet talking because we started together and now we're gonna finish together. I'm a senior and leaving with Senior Chief has been the best moment of my 4 years. I swear, it's no other instructor that you would rather have than Senior Chief. He has brought Columbia up really, and he is just great. It's just real bittersweet that he's leaving, and I just hope that whatever he do in his life, he just make the best of it in his retirement.
Get out there. Good evening, excuse me. When you think of Senior Chief, I describe him in one word, just charismatic. Like, this man can light up a room. Like, I'm a sophomore at Columbia. I know him for 2 years. Like, just knowing him, he just pushed you to be the best, like, in anything and everything. And without Senior Chief, I don't know where most of the people in Columbia ROTC will be right now. Like, he's just an inspirational person to be around, and it's gonna be really sad when he's gone. I hope he visits though, because he doesn't stay far from school.
It's a lot that I can say about this man. He is the best. He is one of the, like, I love him so much. He's like a dad to me. I come to him and talk to him about all my problems. Whenever I got boy problems or boy issues or anything, I come to him. And he don't play that. He don't play that. So I love him so much. I'm saying. I was so bad when I came to him. I was bad. But I met Senior Chief. He taught me everything. And I'm missing him. But I don't want him to leave. I always told him, whoever comes to our school, we're going to run away. I'm sorry, but we're going to run away. But I'm a Senior Chief. He taught me everything.
I've only known Senior Chief for 2 years now. I came down here as a junior to the state of Georgia, and not knowing much about Georgia, I decided to join ROTC just for the heck of it. So I met Senior Chief. I don't know what to say. Like, me and Senior Chief, you get this impression of a man that's like down the ride for you through whatever. That he don't even know you. He don't have to know you or what you go through or how your home situation is. Like, if you wanted his, he'd take care of you. And me coming down here, not having anybody like that down here, and for him to do that for me, from where I'm from, like, I really appreciate that. And one of the main things I learned from Senior Chief is to be the best you. And to see the looks on his face, I won't be able to see that no more. His laughs, his coughing, his wheezing. You don't understand the impression that he left on his students, how much we love him, how much we'll do anything for him. Real Mr. Senior Chief.
Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. One thing I want to say about Senior Chief is that he is the true meaning of loyalty. To me, loyalty means that another person has your true meaning at heart. Senior Chief has been more than just an instructor. He has been a stepping stone for me in my future. And without him being who he is, I feel as if I wouldn't be who I am right now. And Senior Chief, I want to say that I love you so much. And I thank you for everything that you've done for me, even after the things I've done to myself that hasn't bettered me. I will do my best because of you. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. So many things you can say about my great granddad, Senior Chief. It's a long line of things you can say. But the first thing I want to say is thank you. Most people that know me know I don't have a father in my life. Not as much as everybody else, but father in my life. Coming to ROTC, I believe that there's going to be nothing but yelling, screaming, push-ups, the whole 9 yards. And Senior Chief made it more than that. He taught me, he brought me in as a E1, but he treated me like his son, and he's pushed me to do a lot of things, like running Leadership Academy, which I didn't think I was going to pass, but pushed me through, even though he yelled at me at Leadership Academy as if I wasn't his son. The last thing I want to say, because it's a long line, love you. Don't forget about me when I get older, and tuition is a lot, so don't forget that.
Good evening. I just want to thank Senior Chief for pushing me, keeping my head straight, getting me to the finish line those 7 days at Riverside. It's gonna be sad to see you go. I tell you that every time I see you. I just want to say that I love you too. I really do.
But I guess I don't know what else to say. Like Master Chief said a few minutes ago, at 3 stages of his career, he finished started at the 3rd stage. Well, I'll be honest with you, his second, I thought leaving the Navy was hard. All right? So I did my best, and I did that through my kids. And I gave them a lot, but they gave me a lot in return. They kept me young. If I maybe cuss more than I need to cuss. But they kept me young. I wish I knew what I knew now when I raised my kids, then I would understand what you're talking about. All right? Because when you deal with high school kids, you learn a whole lot. All right? So I'd like to thank all these ROTC kids give me the second chance in life. And I'm hoping my third leg, about 20 years, Master Chief would be just as good as the second one. But this is definitely harder, leaving this program than it was leaving the Navy. And it's tough leaving the Navy. That's your first career. All right. Other than that, that's all I have to say. I ain't got no words of wisdom. I think I've given that to most of my kids and even my Leadership Academy kids. All right. I don't know how many other kids in here was in my Leadership Academy. I had a few of them I did. All right. So, and they know already. They know from other schools. They know I was competitive in my Leadership Academy. So, you guys enjoy your evening and thank you for this opportunity, Colonel. 3 months will go by. How many days you got left? You ain't counted yet?
42, 43, something.
All right, don't worry about that. Thank you.
Am I good? Are you good? I'm holding in. I'm gonna say he's like a dad I never had.
Last but not least, Senior Chief Calvin Paul.
I'm gonna hold it.
Using military. Okay, I'm not going to talk. October 1993 to June 2018. Senior Chief, thank you very much. Job well done.
Like the whole class went up there.
That's like to, okay, just a little bit, right?
Y'all want to dance tonight or not? No.
So what I mean is a little bit, do something quick. This past year, me and haven't really seen eye to eye, but throughout my 4 years here, when I started, I was like up here, I was tiny, but he's actually taught me a lot, and I want to say thank you a lot. Alright, how do I know y'all? Alright, Senior Chief, like, second year ROTC, my junior year. Senior Chief has been a really motivational guy, strong, really powerful man. He's doing good for my past 3 years in ROTC. And he's really good, well welcome, unique, man. All this day for. Thank you so much, Senior Chief.
I'm gonna try not to cry, okay? This is my 4th year in ROTC. Okay, good evening, and I'm Cadet Cordero. I just wanted to say that ever since I started ROTC, if it weren't for Senior Chief, I don't know where I would be. Senior Chief has helped me grow in a lot. Every time I have a problem, he notices right away. Every time I walk in class, it's just like, I know you're not feeling okay. I can see it on your face. And I don't know any other person who would do that for me. Senior Chief, I love you so much, and I'm gonna miss you. I'm back. Okay. This is my 4th year in ROTC, and this has been the best experience I've ever had. The first day, he made me do push-ups. I was like, oh man. Y'all know. I don't do push-ups, but I did it that day. Okay, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna regret this. But turns out that regret has been the best thing that's ever happened in my life. I will not have the experience because of Senior Chief Paul. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be in this leadership position. I wouldn't be the EXO because of him. And I'm so glad that I get to graduate with him by my side. 2019!
What the fuck does Bug have to say? I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
Hello everyone, I'm Cadet Seaman Apprentice Lodo.
And I am Cadet Seaman Recruit Bug. What I wanted to say about Senior Chief is, yes, helped me my short time I've been with you, Senior Chief. And I don't feel like doing PT, you make me do it. And I don't feel like doing current events, you be making me do it, Senior Chief. You know when I'm not in a good mood, you know when something is bothering me, and I come here with you most of the time. And
I feel really bad about not getting into the program sooner, but I'm really glad I did for the last semester, and it's really helped me a lot. And Senior Chief, you really makes me feel very well. And I'm gonna miss you.
I can't get it.
Hello, I am Cadet Seaman Atwater, and this is my first year, and I'm just now being a Senior Chief. He's always been a father figure to me, because I never had one. And all I want to say is thank you, and I'm going to miss you. And you better visit me.
Hello. So I'm Cadet Baxter, and even though this is my first year in ROTC, and even though I'm just meeting him, he's still like done a lot to teach me. And whenever I didn't believe that I could do something, he always pushed me so that I could do it. And I'm really sad to see that you're growing, because you've done a lot.
hello, I'm Cadet Columbia, and I would like to say thank you to Senior Chief, because he has changed my life in so many ways that I didn't think it was possible. So I would like to say thank you, and I would like to say thank you to my sister, because she was the one that made me get in ROTC, and it was the best decision that she ever made for me. So, thank you.
My name is Cadet Carpathiel. I'll keep it short and sweet. Leaving a year too early, and in a year you better come for my graduation, and in 5 years you better come to my commission.
Cadet Tran, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for everybody. When you first met Senior Chief, made you drop. He's often like father. That's very smart, very wise. Thank you for all the right home, all those food. And miss.
Oh my god.
Hello everybody, my name is Cadet
Bro, my
Johnson.
face like is so freaking hot.
And all I gotta say about Senior Chief is
Oh my god.
that ever since I came to ROTC, so you just gotta put it in.
Me lashes.
And without him, I don't think I would have.
I should be crying over Jenny, that's it.
And all I gotta say is that he has a great sense of humor, and I think we don't miss all the funny things he has done. And whenever I was him, every time he smiles, he's part of it. Luke, Senior Chief, and me.
Good evening, I'm Cadet Paul. And I'm Cadet Chris. And first time I see
Go ahead, look.
but he
when I first entered class, like he said, first day we did push-ups. This is going to be like the hardest ROTC I've ever been. But this is also my first year, but after a month, it was so fun to have Senior Chief, you know, not only as my instructor, but as a best friend who taught me so many things I've never learned. So I'm really going to miss you, Senior Chief. You're really the best teacher I've ever had.
It's Mario.
Senior Chief, I know we always joke around about me coming from an RV program, and I always said it was an easier program, but that's because I didn't have a leader like you. You helped me become a better leader by giving me opportunities to lead your class and do stuff like that when you told me to do it. And I just want to thank you for those opportunities this semester. Your Chief got everybody here in tears. I just wanted to say that when I first got into the program, I was forced by my parents to just go pursue the military career, and I thought it would be just strict push-ups and all this, you know, strictly stuff. But you gave it your own little sprinkle. I think that's really unique for somebody to take a program that's supposed to be serious and just sprinkle a little bit of fun. And thank you.
Okay, I just want to say the first time I got there, it made me drop, and I got really scared, so I got out. But now I'm in it, and I'm really happy, even though every time I go to his class, the first period, I say something negative, and he says, every time you say something negative, it brings me down the whole day. And so I'm trying to be positive, but I still say something negative about doing PT. I always say, I can't do it, but then I push myself and I can't do it. And I wish I came earlier, and I wish that he would stay one more year, but it's sad to see him go, and I'm sad that I won't see him around the hallway. But thank you so much for being there for me and for helping me be positive.
Now we're on to the last one. Okay, so I'll make this quick and easy. One word to describe Senior Chief is irreplaceable. I've been in ROTC 4 years. I'm a senior, this is my last year. So it kind of hurts to see that you got to leave with us because other cadets will get to see or feel the experience that we had with you. So all I can say is just thank you so much for making me or helping me change into the person I am today. Because I would not be the person I am today, be a leader or to bring all of us together. So all I can say is much love. Thank you.
Testing. I don't know if I have to say anything after all that, but I'd be remiss if I did. First of all, I want to say good evening, Dr. Watkins, administrators, principals, shipmates, and most of all, my cadets. All right? That first part, I always like to tell a little story. It was this master chief and this senior chief. You know, they did drill, orienteering, competition after competition, and they started thinking about going to heaven. And one of them said that whoever goes first, I want you to come back and tell me whether or not they have drill team, color guard, up in heaven. So a few months later, the Master Chief died. The Senior Chief still there. But the Master Chief died, and he was up there back. He said, "Man, that competition up there is very strict, and I'm judging it all." And he said, "But it's only one problem." And he said, "What's the problem?" He said, "You scheduled to judge next week." If you didn't get that, what they said? He's on that next week.
Now my eyes is coming off.
I guess come on, man. All right. Let me get serious about what I'm here. As I prepare to turn the next page of my life, I want to reflect briefly on the last 25 years in a few words. These years have been the most rewarding of my life because of all the cadets gathered here this evening, and those going on to become productive citizens, and especially my Druid Hills family. So instructors, let's give our respective school a hand for a job well done. However, when I realized about the JRC program,
don't cry. It's gonna be okay.
That you see your cadets grow from being very timid freshmen to becoming brazen leaders, like those sitting to my left, those sitting to my right, those sitting in front of me. Some are commanding officers, some are executive officers, some are administrative officers, color guard commander, drill team commander, academic commander, etc. But nevertheless, I gotta say that again. Nevertheless, the senior petty officers and chief petty officers are the real backbone of each unit. So if you are a seaman, if you are a petty officer, if you are a chief petty officer, will you please say?
Wait, what did he say? What did he say? I'm an apprentice.
I want to salute you for being the glue that holds the unit together. Without you, a lot of things would not be possible. I was once asked a question, what are you most proud of about Navy JROTC? And I replied that although I contended in several drill meets, I made it to the wild card twice, thank you. I've gone on numerous orientation trips during my tenure. I've gone to places like a 10-day underway trip from Norfolk, Virginia to Canada aboard a U.S. vessel. I've toured aircraft. I've been on ships and submarines. I even visited Paris Island with the Colonel Marine. But the one thing that I'm proud of is the 7 trips. You know, 7 is that magic number if you know anything about calling. 7 trips to Hawaii are at the top of my list. Each year I was willing to give up my spring break so the cadets could travel and touch history up front. This was definitely an eye-opening, life-changing experience for all the cadets. I also pride myself on being what we call a CRTC teacher. They said, what is a CRTC teacher? A CRT teacher is one that can connect with the student. It's one that can reach the student, and one that's found that can teach. So connecting and reaching and teaching are, in my opinion, the formula for a inclusive learning environment. I also want to leave you this with my definition of NJROTC really is. The N stands for never giving up. The J stands for the journey of a lifetime. The R stands for remembering your fellow cadets. The O is for open-minded to new ideas. The T is for teaching and training your young cadets. And the C is for courage to stand up for what is right. Finally, I want to leave you with this. Always remember that you and you alone hold the key to success in the future. So try to make all the right choices. And you will make mistakes, but learn from them and try not to repeat them. And if you're looking for me in the next page of my life, you won't have to look very far. And the reason for that is that about a week ago, I was approved to start a Sea Cadet unit at the Camp Council. What that means is that I'm going to be able to reach down now and start teaching kids from 10 to 13 or 10 to 18, but I only have to do it once a month. But it's a program that I say is needed in DeKalb County, and I'm so glad that they chose me and gave me the rights to do that, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of your siblings in my Sea Cadet unit, the first one in DeKalb County. And like I say, when you're called to do something, it's not over. They say your job's not over until it's over. So now I gotta move over here. I think I got 22 more left in me, so. And I want to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Colonel Marie.
Mr. Vice, a toast to the Commander Washington, Senior Naval Science Instructor from Southwest DeKalb High School.
Commander Washington. Commander
Mr. Vice, a toast to the Master Chief First Naval
Ladies and gentlemen, Commander, what was it? I'm sorry, I can't hear. Master Chief. Master Chief.
Mr. Vice, a toast to Senior Chief Guillory.
Dang, the tackle shit.
Senior Chief Guillory, right?
Mr. Vice, a toast to Senior Chief Holland from Druid Hills High School.
Chief Holland.
Senior Chief.
Okay, let's get a consensus here. This has been a special evening. This has been a very special evening. As I see, it's been a very special evening. What I want to do is kind of get a consensus instructors. In terms of informal toasting, I feel we should probably move on to I know everybody wants to do the Grog Bowl. We can do a couple if you want. And the very last thing we do in the program is we toast the United States Navy. So do I hear to move to the toast of the Navy and dancing, or do you want to do the informal or the Grog Bowl? Toast, here we go.
Toast the Navy.
Toast the Navy. And anybody want to drink from the bowl? We can meet there separately.
Mr. Vice, I propose a toast to the United States Navy.
To the United States Navy.
United States Navy.
United States Navy.
Boy. Andrew, you made me cry. You're always making me cry. You made me cry when Jennifer was gonna leave. You made me cry today. I think it's your facial reaction.
No, you Andrew. Oh yeah, y'all gotta call me.